Hey everybody, it's Nick here again for Grayscale Gorilla. I am the Gorilla, and in this short video I wanted to show you guys how to set up a soft body dynamic simulation with new Cinema 4D version 12. So let's head on in. This is part of a short video series, but I'm just trying to break down some of these objects for you guys. So open up a new scene here in Cinema 12, and I'm going to just add a sphere that's going to be our soft body, and then a plane, which is going to be our floor. So this is just really basic setup, just to show you guys how to set these up. Now the sphere needs a soft body tag on it, and you can see I've actually extended all of my all of these simulation all these simulation dynamics tags I've actually pulled out into my interface, and you can download my interface if you want as well. But here we go. We have a sphere, and we can come over here to soft body and just make it a soft body object. Then we can go to plane and make that plane a collider object, which means it won't fall when we hit play. And now, just like that, we have it set up. We're ready to roll. Literally ready to roll. Get it? Sphere. All right. So here we are. We have everything going on. And if you want to adjust any of these soft body parameters and try to play with some of the new features, you can go to the sphere tag, the actual soft body tag, and go into the soft body options, and you can here see all of these options we could play with. Some of them, like structural, if we turn that down, you can see it affects kind of how squishy this sphere is. Also things like stiffness, maybe even pump it back up, so now you can see it falls and it's more stiff. It's not as jello-y when it hits. It still has some stuff going on, and we'll turn it down so try to split the difference. So it still has a little bit of stuff going on there, but it's not too wobbly like it was. So play with these. Another fun one to play with is pressure. You can now pump things up. If I come back to 0 and hit play, you can see it's actually kind of pumping up. With a sphere, it's not as noticeable, but I'll include a render I did, which was with some cubes. In fact, we have a few minutes here. Let's just set this up with a cube, and I'll show you what the heck I'm talking about. So you can actually, with a cube, this will give us a good example to talk about geometry as well. With cubes, if you apply the soft body tag to the cube and hit play, you're not going to see much happen. It's going to look like a rigid body. And that's just because there's not enough geometry in this object to be able to squish and stretch around. The way that the soft body works is it actually puts little springs kind of things in between all these objects. Well, there's just not enough objects to get any squishing going on. So if we go to the segments, we could just up this to like 4 by 4 by 4. And now we're going to start to see more squash and stretch in this. Just barely. We can actually accentuate it by turning down the structural amount. And now you can see when it hits, we got a nice little jello cube going on. But now what I wanted to show you was how pressure works. As we crank up the pressure, now you can see it's actually bloating out. It's almost like we're trying to pump this cube up with air, and it's trying to kind of fill in all the gaps there, and you can crank this up and down. Really fun stuff. But that is the soft body tag. Of course, with all the tags, you can make them interact with any other of the tags. If you wanted a hard like a rigid body here, almost said hard body, did you see that? Caught myself. So if you want a rigid body as well, you can come up and like make a sphere and then make this a rigid body, and now they'll all interact. So now the sphere is going to kind of fall off because it's all pumped up like a balloon there. In fact, I think we lost it. There we go. Boom. Let's do that again. Whoop. Really fun, right? So play around, with the soft body and rigid body tags, and also don't forget that if you want things to react and collide, but you don't want them to fall and have gravity take effect, you have to make them a plane. I'm sorry, you have to make them a what do they call it here? Collider. So that's just right here. Now you can also set all this right here. You could just turn it on and off. You can see the actual icon changes as well. So there's the rigid body tag. If we hit play, everything's just going to fall together. But if we come back and we turn this dynamic to off, it will still calculate in the calculation, and it will still catch objects, but it won't fall, and it's basically stuck in the air. And that's what you want is right there. So that's a little bit about soft body dynamics. There's much more to come. Like I say, these are just little intro videos on getting you started, getting you warmed up, making sure you know where all the tags go to get all this stuff working. So many more short videos here to come, all about the new dynamics and version 12 of Cinema. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in another tutorial real soon. Bye, everybody.